Hey, how are you? Wanted to make another quick video on goals and why I think goals are important for you and for your agency to take it to the next level. So I'm going to dive right into it. So goals, guys. First things first, I believe that you can get everything you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. So, how do you plan on getting everything that you want in life if you don't have definite goals set for yourself, for your business, for your agency? So it's kind of like a ship. Businesses are like ships. If they don't have direction, they leave the harbor, set the sails up, and they leave the harbor without a compass, without a direction, without a destination in mind, they're probably going to end up lost or on some rocks. So you want to have some type of structure, some definite goal, destination that you plan on getting to. And when you get to that place, that island, you burn the ship and you don't go back. So that's it. You get there, you commit 100%. You go all in, and that's from Think and Grow Rich. Great book, so I highly recommend that. So set definite goals. On a daily basis, I personally reread my 3-year vision that I have for myself, for my goals, for the agency, what I believe, and I wrote it also in first person. So I kind of get into that, like that belief mode. When I read it, I almost pretend and feel like I'm already there and I've already reached them. So I believe there's something to that when it comes to like manifesting stuff and making stuff happen. So let's get into the real numbers and talk about realistic goals that you can set for yourself, for your agency. So a good number here is $500,000 in premium for new agencies kind of getting going. Excuse me. You want to set a realistic goal. $500,000 in premium is a healthy number in my opinion. So if you break that down, you want to reverse engineer from there. Let's just say you want $500,000 in premium, which equates to roughly $50,000 in commissions, or maybe more depending on your commission structure. If you reverse engineer that, $500K is roughly $41,666 per month. So that's roughly $42,000 in new business each month. So then you break it down even more. $42K broken down per week is $10,416 per week of new business premium you need to sell. So you need to sell policies roughly 10 to 11,000 per week. Then if you break that down even more to the day, you get 10,416 divided by 5 business days. That's $2,083.30 per day of new business premium you need to write per day to hit $500K. Obviously, there's going to be bigger policies, smaller policies in between there, but let's break that down even more. What does it take to sell $2,083 per day, right? So a good way to look at it is, let's just say you make 100 calls. You make 100 calls, you might get 5 people that are interested in getting a quote. You're going to get a lot of no's in between there, so be ready for that and get some tough skin. But so you get the 5 people that want to quote. Out of those, you might be competitive with 1 or 2 of them. And so these last 5, so now you got the 5 people that want to quote. That's where the skills come in, like how good are you at selling? How competitive are your products? Et cetera, et cetera. Selling and closing. Go watch that video for selling versus closing. So now you have those 1 to 2 deals that you might get out of these 5 quotes. And typically those range between $1,000 and $2,000 in premium. Could be more, could be less. So you need to make basically 100 calls to get 5 quotes to get 2 possible deals, maybe 1, and that'll lead to $1,000 to $2,000 in premium per day sold. There's a lot of other ways to supplement this stuff, and this is why all my other videos I'm talking about referral partnerships, networking, social media marketing. So you don't need to be making 100 calls a day. I don't necessarily make 100 calls a day because I'm doing other stuff that I think is more valuable for my ROI. But if you're purely going in the outbound game, 100 calls a day, make 100 calls a day. And this is what I recommend, some tips to accomplish these goals and to kind of supplement that outbound lead generation with referral partnerships, streams, and networking, etc. So here are a couple tips. Go the extra mile with referral partners. Try to give them something before receiving. Like, some of the referral partners, I call them, I'm like, hey, I got a guy who's looking to buy a house, or he's looking for a loan, or I have a construction, I need a contractor, here's a contractor for the apartment building for blah blah blah. Try to give them something. Bring them lunch, bring them coffee, show up to their office, bring them donuts, whatever it is for their team, that kind of stuff. Okay, here's another tip. Provide top-of-the-line customer service for your customers, because they'll refer you to people too. So this way, when you're making your 100 calls, all of a sudden your customer calls you, hey, I have somebody for you. There's your deal for the day. Another thing, visualize your goals and picture them actually happening. See it happening, see the reaching. A positive mental attitude is probably one of the most important parts of reaching goals. So a big believer in being positive, and coming with that, setting good habits. So going out, working out, staying healthy, waking up early. If you're used to coming in at 10 a.m. every morning, you're going to get into that habit. Make your bed, do the little things that kind of start to add up, and they're like mental wins in your mind every single day that you're winning, and you feel a little more confident, so that when you go and you make a video, or you go and make some calls and you do the stuff, you feel like that you deserve to be there and that you deserve to win. So the little things, so that you're sharp between the ears. And the last thing I'll say, and I heard this once from a very successful commercial real estate agent. If you're not getting bloody, you're not in the game. So if you don't feel like you're getting beat up a little bit and getting a little bloody, kind of like Conor McGregor's leg, if you don't feel like you're getting beat up a bit, making calls, like people are slamming the phone on you and saying no, like you're not really in the game. You're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs, doing a bunch of nothing. So make sure that you are getting bloody, getting beat up a little bit, because every no is one no closer to a yes. So that's all I got for the goal setting, and set some realistic goals on a weekly and daily basis, because accomplishing those does kind of reinforce your confidence in winning and moving forward. You don't want to set some insane goals. Like I have set some crazy goals that I never really hit, and then it kind of made me feel shitty about myself. So, or the business, I was just like, we're just not hitting it. But now we set more realistic goals that like are just slightly out of reach, and that's pretty much it. At that point, just trying to do everything I can to supplement and make it easier on myself. I don't cold call, all day, every day. I let a lot of stuff come to me because we built out the infrastructure and network and the stream. So hopefully that was helpful. If anybody is interested in a coaching call, go to chriscostantini.com. Happy to help out. Also, Adelphia will be hiring in the near future here. So anybody in California that's interested in a job, give us a call, because we are looking to add to the team and grow our team and the agency. So putting that out there. If you're in other states and you want to fly out and be a real savage and fly out and come here on for a job, if it's a good fit, we'll give you a job too. So that, and also Friday we will be doing also a video for taking live calls, answering your questions. So if you want to ask us a question, we'll call you live and we're going to post the video. DM us on Instagram your number and we will call you on the video. We'll put it on speaker and I'll actually call you and we'll answer your question live. So DM us your numbers on Instagram, or I don't know, what other streams are we doing it on? TikTok. Okay, yeah, TikTok. And that's pretty much it, guys. So happy to help. Hopefully that brought some value to you and some motivation. I think that was a little more motivational. So that's all I got. We'll see you guys at the top. Peace.